sometimes you just gotta let it go. And
Why are you investing in tax liens? I mean, have you ever wondered why the wealthiest 1% are using tax lien investing passively?
But it pays in pride. It's full of people who quit right before it gets good. They grind until it burns, then back off when the discomfort hits peak level. That's the moment greatness begins. It's full of people who quit right before it gets good. They grind until it burns, then back off when the discomfort hits peak level. That's the moment greatness begins. That's the point where everything you've been trading for finally shows up. Most people never meet that version of themselves because they always tap out too soon. Aim's the password to power. You've got to pay to enter. You can't fake it, you can't delegate it, and you sure as fuck can't skip it. I stopped flinching when the pain hit because I knew what it meant. I was getting closer. Spring isn't punishment. It's a test of loyalty. You say you want it, but can you bleed for it? That's the contract. Every dream is fine print written in sweat. You either sign it or keep fantasizing. Every time you quit early, you reset to zero. I got tired of starting over, so I stopped quitting. Never find out who you really are until you break everything you've been pretending to be. The society teaches you to fit, to blend, to please. Fuck that. Pretty is the enemy of clarity. I had to destroy every fake version of myself before I could find the real one. It's not about reinventing yourself. It's about revealing yourself. Throw away the lies, the comfort, the validation, until all that's left is raw truth. It's ugly at first, but it's real. Most people don't want truth. They want peace, even if it's built on lies. I chose war instead. War with my weakness, my fear, my doubt. I'm free by escaping your demons. You become free by chaining them up and making them work for you. Please don't scare me anymore. They work night shifts while I sleep. They build me. That's self-mastery. Using your pain as your personal trainer. Need to feel ready, you'll die waiting. Readiness is a myth. Nobody's ever fully ready to face pain, to risk failure, to expose themselves to judgment. And you just go. Movement creates readiness. You act, you fail, you adjust. That's the rhythm of progress. I used to wait for the perfect plan, the perfect mindset, the perfect time. All that waiting turned into wasted years. Life doesn't reward planners. It rewards executives. You don't need to know every step. You just need to take the next one. That's how you build momentum. By doing, not thinking. The brain's a master negotiator. Please talk you out of action. And you counter it with movement. Every time I move, I silence the bullshit. Action kills doubt faster than motivation ever could. The difference between dreamers and doers is simple. Dreamers prepare forever, doers start messy. I'd rather fail dirty than succeed still. Accountability is a weapon, not a burden. Most people treat it like punishment because they're allergic to honesty. Accountability is not someone judging you. It's someone refusing to let you stay small. The people who love you enough to call you out are the ones keeping you alive. I don't want cheerleaders in my circle. I want assassins. People who kill my excuses before they spread. That's love in its most savage form. You can't grow in an echo chamber. Surrounding myself with people who made me feel good and started choosing people who made me better. The growth feels like criticism before it feels like evolution. If you can't take correction, you'll never taste greatness. Most people seek comfort even in their friendships. I seek challenge. I don't need praise. I need pressure. Pressure molds the mind into a weapon. Comfort molds it into a pillow. You decide which one you're sleeping on.
What if working from home didn't have to mean selling products or posting online? And here's the kicker. If you're not making $158,000 per year and still
I wake up, I remind myself I'm still one lazy decision away from being appreciated. Complacency doesn't announce itself. It sneaks up disguised as confidence. The moment you think you've made it, you start losing it. I don't celebrate milestones, I treat them like checkpoints. You stop too long, you die there. Every victory fades fast. Every win resets to zero. You got to earn it again every day. That's what keeps me sharp. You can't live off yesterday's sweat. Yesterday's grind doesn't buy today's freedom. I treat every morning like I'm still chasing something, because I am. I'm chasing the version of me that doesn't stop. That's the ghost of me. We'll slow down once they pass the crowd. I speed up. Competition with others. I'm in competition with my own potential. I'll die before I let it outrun. There's nobody gives a fuck about your feelings. It doesn't stop because you're tired, sad, or broken. That's the harsh reality people avoid. I used to think life is supposed to care. It doesn't. Once you accept that, you get power back. You stop waiting for sympathy and start creating solutions. Pain doesn't give a fuck about your tears. You either learn from it or drown in it. Every setback's an invitation to hard work. I failed in public. I've been humiliated. I've been broken. But every scar became hard. People want to be respected. But respect's earned through resilience. You don't get it by being liked. You get it by surviving. I don't need comfort. I need the fight. Life hits me, I hit back hard. That's the only conversation I understand. Pain speaks my language. I translate it into work. Most people spend their lives searching for balance. Balance is bullshit. You don't get to balance greatness and comfort. They're on opposite ends of the fucking scale. If you want greatness, you've got to tip your heart in one direction. You've got to sacrifice, obsess, and go all in. People love the idea of moderation because it excuses mediocrity. I've never met anyone balanced who built something legendary. Imbalance is for maintenance. Obsession is for building.
What's going on, Pius?
Obsession is unhealthy because it exposes their laziness. They say you're extreme to make themselves feel better. Fine, be extreme. You can't live an extraordinary life.
I got you, brother.
Great thing in history
Get
is
that
built by
light.
someone who gave up balance to chase purpose. You can rest when you're dead. Then tilt the scale, burn the comfort, and push until everything around you bends. That's not unhealthy. That's evolution. And growth doesn't end when you achieve something. It ends when you stop demanding more from yourself. You're never done. It never stops. That's not punishment. That's privilege.
I'm the only do 5 of them right now.
Most people call that exhausting. I call it freedom. Because once you learn to
Trying
love
like
the
5
process,
more.
there's no finish line to fear. You just keep moving, keep building, keep sharpening. That's how you stay alive. In purpose keeps the soul breathing. Without it, you start dying in slow motion. Comfortable, entertained, and empty. I'd rather go out screaming from the grind and rotting from the couch. The body breaks down, the mind slows, but discipline, that's eternal. It doesn't age, it doesn't fade. It multiplies every time you use it.
I did 10 of them all.
That kind of immortality. You have to sweat for it. That's
Appreciate you, dog.
eternal proof through pain. Loves easy stories. People want to believe in shortcuts because it protects their laziness. Nobody wants to hear that.
Welcome, R10.
Repetition.
Shouts out to you.
I stopped trying to inspire people with words and started letting my suffering do the talking. If this life is real, you stop needing approval. Pain becomes your PR team. As a press release, every blister's proof. You can't fake the grind. It leaves fingerprints. I don't care about followers. I care about footage. Mental replays of every moment I refuse to quit. Highlight. I don't need filters or captions. My blood's my signature. The world respects what it can't understand. Effort's so consistent, it looks insane. That's why I keep going. Impress anyone, but to scare the version of me that still thinks average is an option. That coward still lives in there, keeps a chain of hell. The self-doubt's a sneaky motherfucker. It doesn't show it loud, it whispers. Just slow down, it tells you maybe you've done enough. It's dressed up as logic, it pretends to protect you. But it's the enemy wearing your face. I used to believe that for myself. It kept me average for years. Then I realized it never shuts up. It just changes course. It'll say whatever it has to say to keep you comfortable. You can't silence it. Then you outwork it and bury it under evidence. Every time you keep going, you prove it wrong. The voice never stops talking, but it gets quieter.
Can't sleep because of your credit card debt? If you're drowning in $10,000 or more in debt, National Debt Relief could be a game changer. Here are 3 easy solutions you can start implementing today. And number 3 is an absolute game changer.
Number 1, the first step to tackling your credit card debt is understanding how much debt you actually have and how long it could follow you around for if you're only making minimum payments or have fallen behind. Number 2, start with minimum payments to stay current on all of your cards. Then take any additional money you can afford and put all of it towards your smallest debt until it's paid off. Then work your way up, knocking out one debt at a time until you're debt free. Number 3, anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief.
Oh man.
Too good to be true. I had enemies. And then I got the email that said, congratulations, you are now debt free. I still was like in disbelief about it. I can't even say it was such a release. My relationship is much better now. There is this entire stress that I'm definitely.
I doubt if you're always emotional.
My natural response is no. I think I really haven't understood who I was until maybe the last couple of years. When I played, I had a sports psychologist. How do we lock in for performance? How do we look at it as data, no emotions?
35, brother.
But I didn't have a psychologist who
35, man.
Who kind of dig deep and start to pull up some of the things that were rooted inside of me that were causing me to be this at all. If it's
It gets louder. That's why I keep receipts. Every run, every rep.
What's going on,
every
Dominic?
sacrifice. I don't
Welcome
argue
to the
myself
chat,
up.
brother.
I drown it in
Welcome
effort.
to the stream.
The work is the rebuttal. You can't think your way to confidence. You earn it through pain. The self-doubt's kryptonite. Adversity is not punishment. It's preparation. The universe doesn't give a fuck about fairness. Exactly what you need to take. Every setback's a setup. The balls to look at that. I used to whine about my circumstances. I thought life had it out for me. But life doesn't target the weak. It exposes them. The strong take the hit, learn, adapt, and come back twice as hard. The adversity is how you meet yourself. It strips away comfort, ego, illusion. Until all that's left is chaos.
What's going on, Ronnie?
That's the version of you worth trusting. Pain taught me that the hard way.
Appreciate
You rise
that,
to the
Dominic.
occasion.
Shouts out to
You stay to
you.
the level of your preparation. That's why I stay ready for the test of self.
Shouts out to you,
I
Cynthia.
train daily, physically and mentally. When life throws shit, I don't flinch.
What's up?
I smirk. Been hit before. It's just another round. This lie people tell themselves is that they need motivation to start. Motivation for amateurs. Professionals operate without it. You don't wait for a spark. You make fire by friction. Effort grinding against excuses until it ignites. I don't need inspiration. I need direction. Every day with a mission, not a move. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It just executes. Feelings are guests. Discipline's the landlord, knows the lease. I stopped asking myself how I felt years ago. The answer was always weak. You can't feel your way to greatness. You act your way there. The emotion comes after. The pride, the peace, the power, all of it's post-suffering. That's why I don't chase highs anymore. I chase habits. Habits don't disappear when motivation dies. They stay. I have them. They're weapons. You build enough of them, and you'll never need to feel inspired again. You'll just move regardless. Weakness is patient. It waits for you to slow down, to relax, to forget the hunger. It doesn't need to rush. It knows you will. Stay paranoid? Consistency kills faster than fatigue. You can recover from exhaustion.
Suave, you must be just at home then.
Every time I think I've earned
This
rest,
must-
I remind
this
myself
must make
that
you
there's a pause.
Be just at home.
Somewhere out there, another motherfucker's training to take my spot. That thought fuels me.
Just like
I'm not
home, huh?
competing with it, but I refuse to be
Huh,
outworked.
Suave.
You've got to guard.
Working
your
out my
weakness.
chest
Every day you let comfort.
and I'm
keep
doing
you
squats.
enough inches
So-
and you're average again.
Working out my back.
The grind's a war of inches. That's why I live on edge. It's not fear. It's awareness. The moment I stop feeling that edge,
Appreciate that.
this is winning. So I keep it sharp. I keep it dangerous. To be unstoppable, you've got to learn to operate broken. You can perform when they're rested, healthy, and praised. That's not strength, that's circumstance. Real strength is showing up when you're fucked up, tired, uninspired, and still finding a way to deliver. I've run on injuries, trained through heartbreak, worked through exhaustion. Not because I'm superhuman, but because quitting's not on the table. Means you train your brain to keep going no matter what. Eventually, your mind stops asking for comfort. It just adapts. Pain becomes normal. Fatigue becomes background noise. That's how warriors are built. Not by avoiding damage, but by absorbing it and still moving forward. The world will never stop throwing hits. You either break or you build tolerance. I built mine one breakdown at a time.
Alright.
That's not resilience.
Probably a little kid.
It's
Sound like a little kid.
Every day's a negotiation between your purpose and your bullshit. Whichever one you feed wins. I used to feed my bullshit daily. Excuses, fear, laziness.
Appreciate that,
Then I
Crickle.
went broke on potential. I realized I couldn't afford comfort anymore. Every second spent on excuses was dead against my destiny. So I started feeding purpose instead. Yeah, diet's expensive. It costs everything. Sleep, comfort, certainty. But it pays in pride. Every choice you make is a transaction. You're trading potential for peace or pain for progress. And I trade pain every time. You've got to make pain profitable. That's how you grow. Every rep, every drop of sweat, every sacrifice pays interest later. And the grind's an investment. And the return's freedom. Freedom from weakness, fear, and mediocrity. The world doesn't owe you that freedom. But you can buy it. One hard choice at a time.
I'm grooming genius here. No, over here. And I live for operational excellence. Cute makeovers? I see a shop instinct. Thanks to Genius. Scheduling? Personalized. Checkouts? Flawless. Real-time reviews? For the win. From game day crowds worldwide to running this shop. Perfectly executed. Big league reliability for any business. That's Genius.
Health insurance pays your hospital. Old school life insurance pays when you die. Neither pays you while you're still alive. You're 3 times more likely to become critically ill during your working years than you are to pass. Critical illness doesn't just threaten your life, it destroys your finances while you're still alive to watch it happen. Most people assume their health insurance would protect them from that, but health insurance was only built to help with medical bills. It does nothing for your paycheck, your mortgage, or keeping the lights on when you can't work. Most families lose everything they've built within 6 months of a serious diagnosis. But here's what the insurance industry doesn't want you to know. There's a more modern type of life insurance called life insurance with living benefits that can pay you while you're still alive if something serious happens. Click the button below and see what you may qualify for. So instead of watching your savings disappear, you have money to protect your family, your home, and your life.
What's going on, Dominic?
To get better. Critical illness, chronic condition, terminal diagnosis. You can access up to 100% of your policy value immediately, tax-free. Use it to keep up with rent
It's my
and
third
payments. Ensure your
round
family's
right here.
change and maintain
Third
your
set.
quality of life. And if you never need to use the living benefits, your family still receives the full benefit when you pass away. Right now, while you're still healthy, you can see what you may qualify for. Click the button below and answer a few simple questions.
Learn discipline from comfort. You learn it from chaos. The only reason I built any
Absolutely.
kind of strength is
Appreciate
because
you,
I
bro.
kept walking straight into the storm. You don't control life by avoiding help. You control it by learning to breathe it. Most people panic in the fire. I set up camp in it. You can't lead yourself if you can't stand your own suffering. The body breaks down, the mind screams, the fear kicks in. That's the point. That's where evolution starts. You can't level up without losing parts of yourself. Every drop of sweat, every tear, every second you won't fulfill. Those are the building blocks of greatness. Pain's not punishment, it's process. Myself, I remember I'm still alive. People spend their lives running back reminded of the right truth. If you learn to love the pain, nobody can control you again. You know who you are. Watch what you do when no one's fucking watching. That's the real test. I don't care about what you post, what you say, or how you flex when the lights are on. Or are you when it's just you and your grind? No applause, no validation, no reward. That's your truth. Myself in the dark. I met the weak, lazy, scared version that hid behind potential. Then I killed it. Slowly, repeatedly. Every rep was a bullet. Every run was a burial. The world will never understand that kind of violence. The kind you turn inward. Most people fear failure because they don't want to meet the coward hiding in their reflection. But that's the only way to grow. To face that bastard daily until he's too scared to talk. Greatness is self-murder. You kill your comfort to burn the king. The body's easy. The mind's a bitch. It quits first, complains loudest, and takes the longest to learn obedience. That's why I put my body through hell, not for strength, but for submission. Body's broken and your mind is still moving. You start to see the difference between power and potential. Potential is what you brag about when you're lazy. Power is what you earn when you're soft. You can't fake that. You can't download discipline. You can't Google grit. You got to carve it out of yourself with blood and time. Most people never do because it's not instant. Discipline pays late. Pays big. Every time I hurt, I'm making it. Every time I finish, I'm collecting interest. That's why I keep going. Not for comfort, not for pride, but for proof. The pain fades. The proof doesn't. You can spend years talking about your dreams or a few minutes bleeding for them. The choice is yours. Go.
$426 billion in delinquent property taxes in the United States every year. What does that mean for you? That means you can buy valuable real estate right in your backyard or anywhere in the country for pennies on the dollar and own it free and clear. My name is Sean Higgins, and I'm inviting you to a free 90.
The hardest part of growth isn't the sight. It's the silence. You start to grind surrounded by noise. People cheer, doubting, asking questions. But as you keep going, the noise fades. Everyone leaves. It's just you and me. Silence will break weak people. It used to break me. Then I learned that silence is where transformation happens. It's where you hear your real thoughts, your real fears, your real reasons. It's fucking uncomfortable because there's no one left to blame. You're naked with your truth. And once you face it, you can't go back. Silence becomes sacred. It's not loneliness. It's a laboratory. That's when you experiment, fail, and rebuild. I don't need noise in the room. Solitude. I don't need people to see my pain. I need to feel it. Because pain felt deeply turns into purpose. Noise dilutes it. Silence distills it. That's why I grind alone. And to keep the formula pure. So sit down. Because it makes sense. They'll give you 1,000 reasons to quit. And every single one will sound logical. You've done enough. You deserve a break. Weakness speaks softly, but it speaks in your native language. Comfort. It wins. Argue with it. And you got to outwork it. You got to drown it out with movement. The only language weakness doesn't understand is action. I talk to it with miles of sweat with work. It gets quiet when I move. Keep moving until the excuses stop making sense. Most people negotiate with weakness. I ignore it. It's not a conversation. It's a command. I don't ask for this. I demand it. I feel like doing it. I just do it. Between motivation and mastery is that one waits for permission and the other creates results. You will never be fearless. Stop chasing that bullshit idea. Fear never leaves. It just changes shape. You can't eliminate it. Learn to drive with it in the passenger seat. It's always there whispering. The silence fear, I make it work for me. Fear is fuel. The sharpest focus increases awareness, forces growth. The problem isn't fear. Most people let fear hold the steering wheel. I don't. I acknowledge it, nod, and keep driving. The goal isn't to feel brave, despite feeling terrified. Fear is supposed to be there. It's proof that you're pushing limits. No fear means no progress. If you're comfortable, you want to build courage? Stop hiding from fear. Walk toward it until it stops running the show. Fear is not your enemy. The flashlight is showing you where to go next. Your past isn't a burden. Blueprint. Every fuck up, every failure, every heartbreak has a lesson buried inside it. You just have to dig deep enough through the guilt and shame to find it. I used to hate my past. Then the trauma, the chaos, the bullshit. Then I realized it's all fuel. You can't erase it, but you can use it. Every scar is a source of power. I'm trying to cover it up. Heal by forgetting. And you heal by integrating. I drag my past with me everywhere I go. Not as baggage, but as resistance training. The weight never gets lighter, but I get stronger carrying it. Let it go. I say hold it tighter. Let it remind you what you survived. Let it prove you're not softened. The past doesn't define you. It refines you, but only if you face it head on. Flying's an illusion. Every time you think you've made it, you set the distance. That's the point. The work never ends. You don't graduate from discipline. You just level up the pain. It doesn't change, but you do. That's the beauty of it. Most people burn out because they chase completion. There is no completion. There's only continuation. And the mission's infinite. Stronger legs. I've accepted that I'll die in the middle of the grind. And I'm good with that. Because this isn't about trophies or titles. It's about staying in the fight until the lights go out. People ask when I'll slow down. The answer is simple. And there's more to prove, more to build, more to break. The day you think you're done is the day your potential starts dying. So keep going. Through hell, through exhaustion, through yourself. That's where the real work lies. People live their whole lives now. They mistake comfort for peace, distraction for happiness, and mediocrity for balance. Yeah, I used to live that way, surviving, not living. I chase temporary highs to call it purpose. But purpose isn't found in pleasure. It's born in pain. To lose yourself in the grind, to find the truth buried underneath. Pain introduces you to yourself in ways comfort never could. It doesn't give you a mask. It rips yours off. You meet the scared, fragile, undisciplined version of yourself and realize that's the enemy, not the world, not your circumstances. Be you. Or most people never fight. They live and die strangers to themselves because they were too afraid to face their own reflection. And the mirror doesn't lie. And that's why they avoid it. I stopped running from mine.
$76 per hour. That's how much the average bookkeeping business owner makes according.
Yeah, I look it in the eye and ask, did you show up? That question is enough to keep me alive. Your growth is vital. You've got to be willing to bleed for the better version of yourself. People romanticize transformation, but evolution is ugly. For humiliating and raw. You'll lose friends. Comfort. You'll lose your identity. That's the tax for greatness. The old version of you has to die for the new one to live. I've buried so many versions of myself I could build a fucking graveyard. Every death brought clarity. Every loss made space for something strong. And the weak cling to who they were. The strong sacrifice who they are for who they could become. That's the cost of growth. Destruction. You can't evolve without chaos.
Hit that like button if you haven't yet.
It scared you. If it doesn't, you're not changing. You're just decorating your cage. Fear falling apart in you. I fear staying the same because comfort feels safe, but it's death wearing a blanket. You can't build power without pressure. Pressure is the privilege of those who refuse to settle. It's not punishment.
Y'all hit that like button. So I try to burn out. I only have I do 30 seconds of relaxing in each set. And I'm doing short workouts, nothing too long. Just trying to work out some of my weak parts and stay strong with some strength. I'm not trying to get too big, but if you just getting in, I finished up But yeah, I'll do a couple more reps of probably push-ups, or just some reps, something, just to keep my blood flowing. But if y'all have any questions coming in, just let me know and we can talk. But for now, pretty much just gonna take questions and I'll take shout outs if anything. If you don't know me now, I'm an up and coming YouTuber. I'm a Muslim, a revert from 2022, and I decided I wanted to come on and share my journey, share my story, and even through the ups and downs, when I don't want to do it and when I feel like I want to do it. So I definitely want to keep going, and with you guys coming in and, you know, sharing and liking and supporting the page, it'll definitely push me even more further. But outside of life, I still got a life, I still got a job, I still expand for more opportunities in my life in the professional world. I work in the healthcare field, so definitely something that I enjoy doing. I do want to get into the higher state of the corporate world so that I can help more people out rather than just one-on-one. But it's gonna take a road, and I want to take you guys with me. So definitely, this is what this is about. It's about strengthening the mental, the physical, and the spiritual. So also, I do a live at night, Eastern, at 7 around 7:30, and you know, you can come on there, you can ask questions about Islam that you don't know, and here and there might be some debates. I might try to chime in, but I'm still learning myself. And you know, this page is about knowledge and, you know, being able to teach, but also learn myself. So yeah. Yep. Reese, I don't lift. I haven't lifted in a while, but I could. I've done it before. Definitely could go to the gym and start, you know, doing some lifting weights just to, you know, just to get a little bit of muscle on me, a little bit more muscle on me. I got my one of my YouTuber friends that come in my stream told me that I should be lifting, you know, doing some lifts as well. But I'm trying to stay. I feel like if you don't have the right nutrients or the right, you know, protein, you won't get anywhere. You won't get the you know, the I don't know what I'm trying to say. You won't get what you're looking for. So that's what I try to do. I try to eat as much protein as I possibly can and eat right. So I really don't want to put on the gains as much. So Those who got a short attention span can't really watch me. Oh man, they can't really watch me, man. Yeah, Dennis, thank you for asking, brother. I was looking for some people to come on and chat with me a little bit before I get off. I had just did my workout. Um, I only do about 20 minutes, 15 here and there because I get from work and already at work 8 hours straight. I'm moving and I'm definitely doing a lot there. So I try to get as much as workout as possible. But I appreciate you, man. give it about 3 minutes and then I'm gonna just slide out. If you're new scrolling in here, man, hit that like button. You need me to shout you out, I will. Most definitely. You got any questions, let me know. I'm clicking out. Oh man. It's almost been an hour.